Okay.
Hello, and good evening to you all. So this was like a fun little thing because why not? It's Friday. I told you guys I would make a cocktail. I don't know what to call this other than a hot mess, but I said earlier that it tastes like the LuLaRoe Cruise. So here we are. I'm gonna call it the LuLaRoe Cruise. That's literally what it tastes like. Blue curacao and regret. So I'm gonna bring on our lovely guests for the evening. We have Jamie and Mallory.
Hello,
We're going to
hello.
talk essential oils. Mostly specifically, we are going to interact and react to this ridiculous video that I found, which is an interview with the author of this. And it's so fun. So let me share the screen. Oh my God.
You really gave us no warning you were starting that countdown. I was
Well,
like, you
I'm
just were
sorry.
like, we're going.
Well, it's time. When it's time, it's time.
I mean, apparently, the curtain goes up at 8. We do not
So
pull the
I don't
curtain for
know
nothing.
who these people are. It's always like mirror imaged. I don't know who these people are. But the man in the blue Hawaiian shirt or whatever it is Robert Tennyson Stevens, Bob Stevens, as he'll be affectionately called in this interview. I watched probably like the first 20 minutes. And then I was like, you know what? I literally cannot watch this twice. So I started from the beginning and I said, the first 20 minutes have notations and the last bit will not. And it's going to be a party. So, welcome everyone. Keep it fun in the comments. I know a bunch of people like made jokes how they all went out and got snacks and stuff. So again, blue curacao and regret.
Whiskey.
Whiskey,
baby.
I start this in about 4.5 minutes because literally it's them just talking and chit-chatting before they go live on all of their other platforms. So let us begin.
Setting up your meeting, Facebook Live.
And I will make this a little louder so we can hear
I
them
practiced yesterday. It
over
went
us
great.
better. All right. So they're interviewing him,
Loading.
and I do have some banners,
Here we are.
obviously. Not a ton, though.
I'm going back to the Zoom.
All right, so this is the guy that wrote the book. This, My Flesh.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome,
My Words
Bob.
Make Flesh.
My name is Colette Polonone. This is my husband, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
And we are excited to interview Bob today. We haven't seen Bob, gosh, in almost, because
What
a
about
year and a half
Bob?
or so. We were in a training with him.
So,
So we heard through the grapevine, Dr. Charnel told us that he has written a new book, soon to be released. So I said, I'd love to hear all about that because I recommend his book, his Conscious Language, The Logos of Now. I tell folks about that a couple times a week. So whatever comes from Bob, I have to know about it. So to give you just a little bit of background.
I
Bob
believe
is
these
an
people
author
sell
and coach.
Young Living
His
Oils, all of
company
them.
is Mastery Systems
I'm sure they do.
International. And he's a pioneer in the influence of verbal language, body language,
This was my favorite part.
emotions, and imagination on activating and enjoying our dreams.
Yeah, he's a
I
pioneer
have
in
personally been with Bob.
imagination.
I've listened to most of his CDs.
What?
We've taken his in-person
What?
training.
Wait, can we pause?
And
Abso-friggin-lutely.
Well, I'm a pioneer in bullshit and rainbow glasses since we can just like make up what we're pioneers
Oh my
in.
gosh.
And old lady wigs. I'm also a pioneer in that.
I am a pioneer in
Word salad. Yummy, yummy.
kitschy paraphernalia. Kitschy pyramid scheme paraphernalia. That is my pioneering efforts. Yes, I did think this was funny. A pioneer in the influence of verbal language, body language, emotions. He's a pioneer in the influence of emotions.
What is
I argue that Jesus was the pioneer in the influence of emotions because he died on the cross for our sins.
Well, he's also a pioneer in the imagination on activating and enjoying our dreams.
Does anybody have any idea what that means?
No. Oh, I've
Drop
got some
a-
more guests.
Nice.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello,
Hi.
everyone. Hello.
Yes, it's a party.
Hey,
now.
hey.
Oh, that's me.
That is you.
I was trying to shift it, so I don't know. No, I think this is probably better. I want everybody to be able to see everybody the best that we can.
My old friend Robbie. Oh, I have spent
Yeah.
a lot of time with Robbie Tennyson Stevens today and yesterday.
Well,
Gross. Really
A
gross.
lot.
get comfy. Here we go.
So
Did you know,
unnecessary.
did you guys miss that he's the pioneer in the influence of verbal language, body language, emotions, and imagination on activating and enjoying our dreams?
That's a lot of pioneering.
He's a
But so
Renaissance
basically, he's literally saying, I invented mind control.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has had the knowledge and the wisdom that he has received
Here comes
has
another
had
bold
a
claim.
tremendous impact on our marriage, our family, our careers, our community.
Yeah.
And we've done all the trainings, right? We've done
All of his
for all the
trainings have
people,
had a tremendous
and this one
impact
has
on their
really
marriage, their
impacted us
family,
the
their
most. So
careers,
we are very,
and
very
their
grateful
community.
for you, Bob.
Awesome.
Wait, what
I love
do
it.
they mean by the knowledge that he
So,
has received?
I was
Yeah.
He has received the
Oh,
knowledge
you will.
from
You
whom?
will. I don't want to spoil it though. I
Oh,
don't
man.
want to
All
spoil
right,
it.
all right, all
I
right.
don't
Let's
wanna spoil it.
continue.
I've only seen the short program, not the long program, but it's what I've seen so far. Chef's kiss.
so excited. You gave me a little, you sent me the book in advance to read, and so I got it's a wonderful sneak preview. And I was so excited to see how you integrated Young Living essential oils and supplements.
Oh, wait, what? He's integrated the brand into the book? That's strange.
Integration, what's
Did the
your
company
nation?
allow that? If I integrated like Starbucks into a book I wrote, do you think they'd be okay with it?
No.
Like if I wrote a book about how to make delicious coffee at home and I was like, we're going to use everything that Starbucks has. Do you think they'd be like, we're super about this, Roberta? Or do you think they're like, cease and desist? Like, stop telling everybody our secrets. Because he's claiming that he's integrated this brand into the oils and the supplements into his education in this book. But now Young Living is like, no. We are not associated with this at all. It is pure coincidence. Even though he is a distributor and he wrote the book with the owner's BFF and the owner wrote the foreword, it's not associated at all. Don't forget.
That's what they're saying
Just wanna
now.
let you know. Well, that's what they're saying now, but this was from a year ago, and
Yeah.
he said that just now. So
All I'm saying is I really want this book to I want this book that if I were to open the book and do what's in the book, I want the movie The Craft to become my life. That's just what I want. Since it's witchcraft, I want like The Craft to be my life or like to actually happen.
This is where I interject with a fun fact that's not actually in the video that I'm coming out with on this. I have like a 15-year history in practicing witchcraft, which is why I'm here today and so interested in this, because what he teaches in this book is literally just witchcraft. It's just painted with a different brush, and I don't
Absolutely.
necessarily think that's a
With
bad
the
thing.
new age.
I don't subscribe to the MLM, industry, anything like that. And I don't like that it's so hypocritical and everything like that. But like some of these like Bible thumper Huns that are so upset about this are spot on. I don't think it's demonic or evil or anything like
No,
that,
neither
but
do I.
it's definitely witchcraft.
it's definitely not demonic, but there is definitely paganism. And as we go through this and his education and what he believes, like you'll see that there is a lot of pagan influence, which again, do whatever you want. No judgment here.
Right.
I like it. I think it's cool, but it's definitely not Mormonism.
Right. That's the point.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you guys covered this part already, but like the title of this grinds my gears as a Christian. Just like,
Yes.
why would you say that? It's
The title.
Yeah. And just wait. He brings it up.
So how is this, my first question is, why a new book now? What did you hear? What was your motivation and insight into doing this?
I love these kind of questions. Like, well, basically, no, just kidding. So, well, I mean, this is it's a very short project, about 50 years, 50-year project. And I mean, really, truly, I've been doing this 50 some years now. So, when I like conscious language, like when I shared that, I think 08 is when the book came out, somewhere in 08. And in 1968 is when I started my study in language. So 68 to 08, well, that's pretty quick. Anyway, but I've been teaching about it forever. So my word, and we're still tweaking the title a bit, but scripturally, not religion, just law, quantum physics book. That's why I use it. I love it, and that's why I use it. The word becomes flesh. Well, I realize my word becomes flesh. My word made flesh is really the title of the book. And the reason is and Charnel would be a good person to interview on this thing. So in my experience, being a life coach and health coach and reading eyes for all these decades.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Pause it right there.
Wait, what is reading eyes? I'm sorry. And I genuinely ask that, is that a real thing or is that something that I can make fun of? Because if it's something I can't make fun of, it's a real thing. I don't want to, but I feel like that's made up. Is that made up or is that real?
I think it's like reading body language and like reading people's, like, how he says he reads body language and he's a pioneer in the art of it. Like, I think reading eyes is probably something he does as well, but I could be wrong.
Is he like, your eyes are
I need to drink
blue
faster.
and you have glaucoma? Like, what?
No. Oh, wait, no. Wait a second. No. Let's continue because he does explain this.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, I saw the short program
You
and
have
I was like, wait,
prescription
what?
glasses.
He does read eyes. And it's, yes. Here we go.
People would come into me and they would have a list of 15 things to fix. And I would go, we don't need those. Let me interact with you for a little bit. Okay. And I mean, back then compared to where I am now, I would say it would be darkness and light comparatively. But still, what started happening for me is I started to hear that people were agreeing or speaking into their limited state without a clue that they were doing that.
What does that mean?
Word salad. That's what that is.
Okay, he's going to explain it in the next one, and I also transcribed that one because it's incredibly, like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? But yes, he's claiming that people are agreeing or speaking into, so like telling the universe into their limited state, their subconscious, that they're basically talking to their subconscious without knowing it, is what he's saying.
This feels very much
like somebody has hearing.
Oh, wait, what?
I was telling my subconscious to shut up.
Okay.
I was just saying this feels very much like Law of Attraction, The Secret, that strain of New Age thinking more than witchcraft to me.
But hold on. Hold on. Here's the thing. It's like everything. It is so much faith manipulation and faith exploitation. It's because he's literally using so many things, and I don't know if he's intentionally dog whistling everybody and of every faith, but he uses a lot of words that you're like, that's like, again, like that's a pagan thing, or that's more New Age, or it's interesting. So here we go. This is
interesting is one way to call it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be kind. I've only had a few sips of the LuLaRoe Cruise.
Challenges, and they hate hearing somebody say something. Well, if you hate hearing, the subconscious is listening. Decree a thing and it shall be established unto you.
Okay, so he said if somebody has hearing challenges and they hate hearing somebody say something, if you hate something, the subconscious is listening. Decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. So he's saying that if you have hearing problems, it's literally because you've told the universe that you hate hearing people talk. And so the universe has then been like, okay, well, we'll just take your hearing away. Or am I wrong? Because I watched this part like 5 times trying to transcribe this, and that's what I got from it.
If somebody has hearing.
Yeah, Roberta, in this interview, does he talk about his left shoulder?
Talks about a left cheek.
Just the whole left side of his body.
Robbie changed his story in the year that passed since this interview.
Was it the person in the back of the classroom with the left shoulder?
No, it was
maybe he
it
has
was
another shoulder.
It was the burden of his mother and
how
his
long
lineage
is this interview?
causing
long.
pain
I'm
in
not
his
gonna make
That
it.
idea.
I'm not going to
By
make
your
it.
words you shall be
If you have to
justified.
leave,
By
I
your words you
understand.
shall be condemned. That kind of stuff. So for me, I'm always going, well, I'm going to teach everybody conscious language so they can speak what they choose versus what they hate or want or don't like, or, you know, like if somebody says, I hope that person doesn't come over here. They just invited that person to come over here. I mean, that's all there is to it. And so conscious language wakes people up to conscious choice, and conscious choice wakes people up to, in my system, imagining from your choice instead of trying to figure out how to get it. So with all that in my awareness and sharing and all that stuff, I started to realize that body language, this thing, this conversation, we're even right now, like all of us, if we knew how every person who's watching this would know everything about the three of us already by just being with us. The conscious mind might go, well, I don't know, but we're all having a conversation. And so somehow, miraculously, I woke up to there's a conversation going on. And just make it real simple. A woman was in a class, I had about 60 people. I'm on a little riser, and she's in the back row. So most people can't see her. And she was talking about something with her mom and the way her mom saw her, and she touches her left cheek. And I wouldn't even notice that, but about 60% of the people touched their left cheek at the same time.
60%.
And I went, what was that?
He's really, really good at statistics, like on the spot.
So are the Q Sciences people. Sorry.
I know, it's crazy.
So I didn't say anything, but inside I started going, I'm going to start taking a class while I'm sharing a class. And so that fast forward, we're all in a conversation. And the way I see it, this is a big picture, so forgive me ahead of time, but I'll show you. So I believe we're all eternal beings of light. That's my view. And to come to Earth, we had to go through this holodeck of God that says, you know, we had better confuse their language, for there is not anything they cannot do. And we've had a confused language to come here, eternal being of light, and we come here with right, wrong, good, bad, hot, cold. So if I go into right or wrong or good or bad, I fall from union or grace and become embarrassed, excuse me, but that's the word, embarrassed, and have to figure out what to do to hide my embarrassment.
Pause.
You know what, Roberta, if you can excuse me, I don't think I can handle this. I'm going to go get somebody else who can.
Okay. Oh no. Oh God. Sorry. Please hold for very special guests.
Oh my God.
Very, very special guest. Yeah.
So he says
his
this a lot.
embarrassment. Was that a similar story with the cheek and
No,
the
not
shoulder?
at all. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Hello, Barb. Is that you? Sure, come on in. I don't know. It might be. It might be Barb.
I hope it's Barb.
I hope it's Barb and not Scheme Lee. Jesus Christ.
That would be
right, wrong, shame, blame, guilt, all that kind of stuff. So,
or Kaylee.
So again, if we come to Earth, EART, HEART, maybe there's heart here. So to come to Earth, we forget who we are. We've got a confused language. It's called babel.
Barb!
Barb, are you?
Barb, I love your lip color today.
Thank you. You know, my granddaughter Kaylee told me that I should try a blue lip since I got the blue hairs going. So, you know, Mallory left me a drink. Okay. Listen, I heard that this was there was some ridiculousness going on. Oh my goodness, my balding hair's coming out here. Let me see. Okay.
Tuck it up, Barb.
You know what? It's just been a rough day. You know? Okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. What's going on here?
Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that Mallory didn't leave you a note. We are
Oh
watching
no, I
video.
mean, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking the wrong side. It's mirror image, you know. Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
he just spelled Earth a bunch of times until it spelled heart, and then he said that we need to have more heart or something about the Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he sounds like a real ignoramus. Okay, let's keep going.
We'd better confuse their language, for there is not anything they cannot do. All right, got that hooked up. And I realize now, I'm in the middle. We're all in the middle of remembering the language of our heart, which is not a language of right and wrong, which separates. It's a language of love.
Oh,
so I make up the reason we have Earth experience is to master creating with love versus creating with good or evil, right or wrong. So and then with that in mind, all this health stuff going on, hello, it's pretty much a good time to bring up some, I'll give you another example. Forgive me.
Wait, it sounds like he's gonna make some health claims here.
Whatever the health issues he's talking about are, it is not a good time to bring it up, dude.
Not a good time to bring it up at all.
You know, oh my God, I have no words. For the first time in my life, I'm actually speechless.
Oh, no,
I can't believe it.
I'm on a roll. All right. So viruses, and a virus is not alive. A virus is like an RNA or RNA, DNA or DNA, whichever, encoded thing that it has to have agreement in our DNA to work.
Is a virus like a vampire now, where it's like, knock, knock, can I come in? And then we're like, totally.
Yeah, if you don't say that, if you don't give it permission to come in, it can't. So really, all the people that got COVID, they said, okay, they asked for it. They said, sure, come on in.
They spoke their words.
Yeah.
They brought that onto them by using
They thought about
words.
COVID, and COVID said, I'm coming. That's what happened. Oh my God.
They didn't knock on wood. That's unfortunate for them.
Idiot.
Have people tried knocking on wood? I hear that it helps sometimes.
I knock on wood every day.
I've called this the babel virus now for 50 years.
The babel virus.
And I'm not saying all viruses are bad, but I'm just simply saying if I have, I want, I can't, I need, I feel like they never, any of that kind of stuff, maybe that's what this virus thing is engaging to resurrect out of our planet.
To resurrect out of our planet.
Heaven. So I add that to it. So when I realized instead of traveling 10 months out of the year, I'm going to be home doing my online university. Maybe now's the time to write the book. Well, I didn't realize the book was going to write me, and that it was going to be
funny how that happens sometimes.
I mean, I already knew the body language piece and a lot of it, and the reversals.
Well, he's a pioneer in body language. Of course, he's
when I put it together, as I put it together through the languaging and all the other pieces, I had 5 steps originally, and then I went, I get to bring Young Living essential oils into it. I've been studying essential oils since 1968.
It's an honor and
active in my system. My mentor, if I share the book today, I'll share some of what she gave me, which is stellar, Marion Jager. And anyway, it's like, all right, the essential oil, why so important? First, only Young Living. That's the only one I can even talk about.
Oh, what? What was that? That's the only one that you can even talk about. What? Why?
What about doTERRA?
What about?
I heard Dollar General has essential oils. Can you talk about those? Yeah, they do. They got the essential oils right by the register.
Dollar General essential oils.
My Dollar General doesn't have that.
Well, you're in Kansas. Yeah, you're in Kansas. Nothing good happens in Kansas.
That is.
I'm kidding. I don't know anything about Kansas.
Clearly.
Second of all, it's the only one Sid to seal, etc. All Gary and Mary and all that stuff, and there's every reason for that.
Wait, what did he just say?
Small. I'm just saying we all know that. So now.
He didn't say anything about the CDC, did he? Or did I mishear him?
I didn't hear CDC. Did anybody hear it? Do you want me to go back?
Go back.
Okay. Oh no, where are we at?
Something sounded like bad.
Seed to seal and etc.
Seed to seal.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have a slide. That was my last slide.
Small. I'm just saying we all know
Seed to seal is a registered trademark of Young Living.
Oil,
so they coined the term and they own it.
And it's bullshit.
Antifungal.
Seed to seal lying in it?
No, it's not.
It's literally
oils
a phrase they made up and trademarked.
Oils are anti-something.
They're for life. And so you take that
oils
piece
are pro-life.
Oh wait, we don't have to go complain. You can't talk about that. You don't need to. Well, like if I put on an essential oil,
it's a bold stance for oils to take.
If I put on an essential oil,
2022.
It is speeding me up into it's sunlight through photosynthesis into the blood of the plant. Forgive me for being so chatty, but anyway. So again, sunlight.
He's literally in an interview.
Pure light through the personality, divine, God created, Mother Nature.
I'm not going to forgive you for nothing. You
into a very frequency as a blessing for every one of us. Very specific. And thank you, Gary, so much.
I'll tell you what's a whiskey. This Jack Daniels.
So now, every step, I bring in conscious nutrition.
I hate this potato head.
Lifestyle, raw foods, all that kind of stuff, and essential oils, because essential oils don't fix what's wrong. They restore life.
You know, I bet if Trudy were
And that
hearing this,
restoring
she
of
would
life
not like
is
it one
the
bit.
deal. So now,
Trudy loves
when I
essential
realized I want to
oils.
bring Young
Quick
Living into
question:
this,
is
because it's what I love
restoring
and what I
life
use
a
on
health
daily-
claim?
I mean, I've been doing that longer than Gary
I would
was
say
into
so.
essential oils.
He says he's been into essential oils longer than Gary was ever into them.
Okay, so he says restoring life. So does that mean like resurrection? Because here's my question. When Jesus resurrected Lazarus, did he use Young Living
Frankincense.
essential oils to resurrect Lazarus? from
Well,
the
you
dead?
know,
I
you
don't
know,
know
Barb,
that.
it only works if you speak the right decree. while you're
Elizabeth.
doing that.
Oh, okay.
Elizabeth, can you chime in? Do you know if the oils were Young Living?
No,
Or used. What about when Jesus rose from the dead? I bet you he had the oils.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. I know. As a Christian myself, I know what I'm saying is bullcocky. Because, when I go to church on Sunday, they don't hold up the Young Living oils. They hold up the blood of Christ. And I'll tell you what, there ain't no peppermint oil in that blood. No, there's not.
It's peppermint oil.
It's true.
Peppermint.
It's truly there.
Peppermint oil. That's how you say that. Anyway, let's keep going.
I mean, that's how long. I mean, not that I'm anywhere. Like, I'm 1 bazillionth% of what the guy's got as far as the genius. he's given
We're
us.
regretting
I
putting
don't know
actual
anything
pineapple in
about
this as it's
And that's
clogging
what
my
my mentor
straw.
brought to me, which is in the book. So
Hey, what's
again, the whole
clogging my
idea is
straw?
once we get the oils like a flame burns
What
up.
is clogging your
All
straw,
flames burn
Barb?
up. The essential oils, got it? There's frankincense.
Frank.
They're
here.
ethereal.
Oh, good
They're
old Frank.
raising us up.
My
Into
Franco.
what is the question?
He just said that
So,
oils are
your
ethereal and
greatest
will
weakness
raise
should be
you
your
up.
greatest strength.
You
That might
raise
be
me
important.
up so
And
I
then,
can stand
Again,
on
the whole idea, our body is telling a
mountains.
story. So if I have a symptom and I try to fix or treat or adjust the symptom without adjusting causation, I've made a
Come here,
major
puppy
error.
dog. Come here.
I'm not, and this, what I love about this, 20 years ago, I would have been covertly going, yes, it's not modality specific, but inside I would be going, you have to do my one. I'm not even at that anymore. I realize God can work through anything and works through everything. And when we bring essential oils into it, they are the lifting and restoring into what though? That's what the book is about, is what does this signal turn into? So instead of, like, no matter what the modality,
Same.
the whole system is, let's find the thought, word, and emotional patterns involved in any creation, bring it up, understand it, and love it, and then reverse the pattern. Resay, reverse, revise, receive, rename.
Resave, reverse, revive, receive,
rename.
rename.
Series of steps, 7 steps.
That sounds like a
Which
merch idea.
Works. I mean, Dr. Charnel, Wolverton Seon, who had something going on in her body, which most people would say was not good at all.
Y'all need to slow down
And
with
she
the
was
merch ideas.
working on it for like 3 or 4 months. She came to my class,
I
studied
have
the eye.
zero merch.
I saw her in her eyes when her photos were up on the big screen. For
I saw her
spots
eyes.
on the white of the eye, the sclera. And I said, did you ever have 4 death wishes or not want to be here anymore? And when she tells the story, it's much better than what.
Okay, so I'm going to pause this really quick because remember earlier when you asked me about reading eyes? So he's now claiming
that was
he
Mallory.
can-
Oh, yeah, she's
whoever
not
it
here.
was.
But
Oh,
I'll
I'm
tell
so
her.
sorry. That's right. Mallory wasn't here, but I think she left you a note about being concerned about that.
Yeah.
So he's now claiming to read the sclera, the whites of the eyes, and if there's dots, he can see how many times that you've had a quote unquote death wish. Is what he just
Oh, well, then I've got so many dots right now.
said. For yourself, I don't think for other people, Barb.
No, I mean, I for myself right now, because this is dreadful.
This is dreadful.
Oh
When
no.
she was live, and because she,
Your fucking.
yeah. She goes, if you knew what I was doing, you wouldn't ask me that question. But when she tells the story, it's hilarious. And so anyway, she was like, whatever. So when I got done, I walked over and I said, all right, Charnel. And so tissue degeneration, I'll leave it at that. Whatever name anything, I'll just leave it at that.
Oh,
I've got
what
to.
a terrible person.
There he goes around the
feeling
health.
of, I
stage.
can't.
I don't know why my lights
And so I said, Charnel, just say I can and I am. And she goes, not to me, but in the story, right? Like words are going to make a difference here. She goes, whatever. Gag me with a spoon, just kidding. But I can and I
Gag
am.
me with a spoon?
I said, yes. I said, say it again. I
Roberta,
can
can
and
you pause that?
I am. Say it again.
Yeah, sorry, I had to turn my light on because my ring light is freaking flipping
is that
out.
is that a phrase that your young kids say? Gag me with a spoon?
Well, it was, Barb, about 30 years ago.
Yeah, Barb, I'm surprised you don't know that.
Well, you know, I wasn't really hip. My husband kept me home a lot. My first husband.
That
my
made me
mom.
think. I think that this guy has watched his favorite movie, Clueless, like one too many times.
Clueless?
Yeah.
With Alicia Silverstone?
Yeah, pretty sure they say that in there.
Gag me with a spoon.
I'll just go back slightly.
That's if.
Gag me with a spoon.
Not to me, but in the story, right? Like words are going to make a difference here.
Listen.
She goes, whatever. Gag me with a spoon. Just kidding. But I can and I
Okay.
am.
Anyone watching this? Sorry.
Gag me with a spoon. Whatever.
Anyone watching this knows what movie that's from, and apparently it's not Clueless. Now my ADHD brain is there. It's on it.
I don't
Is it
know.
Heathers? I feel like
it might be Heathers.
It'd be Heathers.
I think it's Heathers. You're
I
right.
don't know what you young kids.
Am I right? How
Yes,
weird. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
think it is.
It probably is.
Seems right to me.
But that was something that my mom used to say when I was a kid. Oh, gag me with a spoon. I was like,
I have never heard that in my life.
Was your mom a Valley girl?
My mom was a Valley.
No,
Absolutely.
but maybe.
But like, what's the origin of such a statement? My goodness, gag me with a spoon? My goodness.
Yeah. I don't know.
I said, say it again. I can and whatever. I am. Say it again. I can. She wasn't in it. I said, Charnel, because she's been trained in all this stuff. Charnel, put
It's
your
free,
knee into it.
Dave.
She goes, oh, I
Completely
can
free.
and I am. Say it again. I can and I am. Say it again. I
I
can,
can
and I am.
Don't say it.
The third or fourth time she goes, I'll
It's
be right back.
demonic.
I'll go to the bathroom. She
Beetlejuice
went
will
and
show up if
passed
you say it one more
stuff
time.
that she'd been working on. Her
He
body,
said she
the
just
terrain
passed
of her
stuff
body was already ready to
after
go, but
saying
she
I
hadn't
can and I
claimed her
am.
victory yet. So this
Means she
book is all
passed
about
stuff.
walking
Like poop?
new. Let the weak man
Yeah?
He said she
say,
went in the
I
bathroom
am
and
strong.
passed stuff.
That's the
she'd been
totality
working
of the
on.
law of reversal. So in
Worms?
essence, I bring all
The
this into a
tapeworm?
system
Was she
where
drinking
somebody can
goo?
even could be wealth, it could be health, it could be relationship, it could be anything, and body language is involved. And there's a static state which is non-moving, like pain somewhere. That's static. But the system, that's why having a coach is really a good idea, or sit in front of a mirror and watch
Second
yourself
Valley
do
Girl.
all this
Yeah.
stuff, because you'll
There
tell
you
the
go.
story. And the minute we ask the right question, which is what the book is all about, how do I ask the question, the answer of which resolves the state?
Oh my goodness.
Instead of why am I screwing up because you're a screw up? No. What is it going to take for me to be
I'll tell you who's
consistently
a screw up.
successful in this situation? So the question is all about whatever the body signal or life repeating pattern, whatever it is. Most of us look at it as a fact. It is a reflex or a mirror image or a symptom, not a cause, of a cause. So every signal in the body, every scream in the body, or every scream in relationship is asking us to change something. This book is all about find the pattern and reverse it. And so even in
What does that even mean?
You know what?
Is
I'm
anybody
not
following?
I don't want to be
I'm
here anymore. This is
trying.
terrible. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
This sounds like Keith Raniere when he's talking
Yes,
about that
right?
stuff. Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing. The woman that he wrote this book with, who is the BFF of, what's her name? The lady that owns Mary Young.
Mary Young.
Marcella Vonn Harting. She is a Royal Crown Diamond, and she's also a master of NLP, a master of hypnosis, and has a PhD in psychoneurology. So, you know, that's the person he co-authored this book with. So, I don't know. And we talked Keith Raniere. Nancy Salzman was also a master in NLP.
essential oils when I went through with Marcella Vonn Harting, and she dug deep into all her experiences with Gary
now he's talking about her.
and went
Literally
deep
just
and
talked about
researched and researched and researched. That was such an education for me. Glorious,
In hypnosis
glorious
and NLP?
to find why these things were put together. And then for me, all right, we're not going to quite mess with that. We're going to ask a question, and then we're going to show the reversal, the decree
Neuro-linguistic
of
programming,
how to
basically,
resurrect
like
the pattern. That's what happened with Charnel.
using words to
Dr.
influence
Charnel is,
people.
she said, I can and I
For
am. So
good
I've got
or
to and
evil.
I can't stand, I can and I am. And her body sloughed off all that stuff in 5 minutes. So again, what it takes feeling the meaning in each word deeply enough, and finding a phrase that reverses, like, let the weak man say, I am strong. So the reason this book is here is it was time, and it was ready. But again, adding Young Living to it, first it was for me, because I got to get just an education of a lifetime, truly. I mean, golly, Vonn sometimes want to research that, come back, and she would just give me, besides all of her own time with Gary and all the other stuff, she would deeply find out 100%. What this oil does, what the purpose of this, the blend of this, the supplements and all that. I mean, I must have changed my Young Living order like 10 times in that month.
He knows a lot of words, but they're only big words. They're not 5-letter words.
They're made up words. They're made up words too.
An entirely different.
Maybe he should make a wordle game that goes with the book.
Anyway, so
like
Wordle salad.
Answers your question.
Wordle salad.
Or my Wordle made flesh.
Let's talk about the supplements.
My Wordle made flesh.
So we talk about singles.
My Wordle salad made
so
flesh.
The singles were a lot more challenging. Blends are
Do we
kind
know
of in the
anybody
name,
who could make
if you know what I mean,
Wordle
like
salad app?
But the supplements again, to hear why Gary built
all the words are non-existent
and the
words.
purpose
That's
of it.
one of the many things I'm moderately good at.
Well, this is going to be
heal
whatever's wrong with you.
Yeah, because I have so much time.
Yeah, it's like no. It's going to be restoring, and so most people, well, I'm working on adjusting a pain I have. Well, wait a minute, that pain is asking you to restore some enthusiasm.
What?
It's and so if I just manage my pain, wow, why? Why would you manage pain when your body is asking you to have some miracle agreed to and walked in and believed in? Anyway, so the book is all about using the best of the best of the best.
I bet you this guy doesn't think mental illness exists.
Tell a story that we go, and this works every time. I mean, every time I've ever done it, if somebody played the games, they've got no matter
if you
what
have
is
mental
up
illness,
in their body or repeating pattern or life or
it's
finance.
a mindset problem.
There is always a thought pattern that precedes.
Yeah, you know what? My husband wanted his Achilles to rupture.
Belief system, genetic experience.
I texted you the day before, actually. I just didn't tell you.
And in fact,
you guys, I actually have these handy dandy diagrams of your body issues
inside
and where
of
they
every
come
problem
from.
is the soul.
Got this little chart here.
It's amazing.
So the
I
book
can
is all
tell you
about
what kind of pain caused this.
Yeah, I have had bitterness going on, or I have carried a burden, shoulder, should, fascinating word. And then the inside of the body, self, backside, others, top of the hand, others, inside, whatever closes in self. So the whole book, I put my whole Sacred Body Language translation completely redone in
Secret Body Language Translation? Is that what you
Sacred.
just said?
I think he said sacred, yeah.
Okay.
So
well, it doesn't really make it any better.
I was saying, if you guys want to tell me what's wrong with you, I can go off this chart and tell you what your personal weakness is that's causing it.
Okay, I'm fat. Can you tell me why I'm fat? What's my personal weakness?
Yeah,
well,
let
you
me
keep telling the world that you want more hot wings.
Really going through and naming anatomy, how to find what's going on and how to reverse it, and then symptom or signal, how to find out what's going on and how to reverse it, and then Young Living, all the again singles, blends, and
hey Mallory, I found the answer for you.
I mean, for me, I already have everything. I mean, I got a lot of. I mean, everything.
Your feeling of separation, lack of spiritual experience, no belief in divinity, domination of the physical overall.
Because I now realize what it was for, not what was wrong.
So all you have to do,
what strength it's going to restore. So anyway,
is learn to connect to the divine, inspiration, bliss, wholeness, and spiritual insight. Those things will cure that illness of yours.
Right.
Just connect to the divine, Mal.
Perfect.
Yeah, basically be less earthy. And
I'm actually surprised you haven't tried that already, to be perfectly honest.
What's up with that?
Connecting to the
divine, yes.
What's up with that?
You should try bliss.
I said, what's up? I said, what's up? I said, this guy told me that I'm really fat and that I had to connect with the divinity. All right.
I wish I had a blood tap.
That's why I like having Valerie on.
Yes, they're all in it, and I'm so happy about that. And again, my education, I might be helping a whole bunch of other people. I believe we will, because that's what our commitment, Vaughn and my commitment was. And for me, the blessing was for me. I literally, it's like, oh man, it's as if I was able to get a hold of
How uncomfortable do you think this couple is right now? Or do you think they're like buying every word?
They love him.
The magic.
I think the husband is not happy.
We're going to the country club later.
I thought it was Robert De Niro for a second.
It's like, I got to have.
It's Robert De Niro's
went
like
from one color to
MLM cousin.
Can you nurse me, Falca?
Are you familiar with the new oil kids power?
The new oil kids power.
Yes, but I haven't done this with it yet. So.
Okay, yeah.
But I heard it was on a call all about it, and everybody's going, "Wow, yes."
It smells amazing, and just my intuition is this is an important piece to.
That's
Does
awesome.
it smell good? Your intuition.
I don't know, but I have
everyone said, not necessarily about the book, but they all said that about Kids Power.
100% Meet the Fockers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sherry was the one that was just going on and on about it. Like, yep.
Yeah, I've only smelled it on other people. I'm waiting for mine to come.
Cool. I have to write that down one moment, please.
Yeah.
Kids Power.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's another big superhero.
He's like, I can help you with that. I can get you an oil.
So Bob, you bring up like a really key point that I think is important that we should probably talk about some more. And that's that, you mentioned a couple of things, and this is why I always love talking to you and learning from you is it's that sort of integrated picture. And it's what we always talk about too. We've had amazing results using the oils. We've had amazing results through your teachings and other people's, but it's that integrated picture that's so important because most people, right, that may be listening here, or most people in general tend to think, it's because they've been trained to think about addressing a symptom, right? As opposed to going to the root of the issue, right?
Is that Mr. Potato Head?
And in that context, you alluded to that before, right? That we're not addressing issues. It's not a
like Fruity Pebbles,
to
like literally the
this
cereal,
or to fix this, right? That's a prescription sort of mindset. We're not. That's not the right.
This for that.
I think that lining Kugel beer tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Going to the actual root of the problem. I've told people this before, with regard to the oils, and a lot of our story is, actually that's the way that that prescription model is the way people start sometimes, but then they begin to realize that, oh my gosh, that thing is not happening anymore, right? Because it's not just addressing the symptom, it's going after the root of the problem. But in the context of the other, the unconscious language and the things you talked about, right? So we're, I'm like a bigger picture person, and I'm always thinking about, we're talking about
this video's a year old, so that video,
that people can see. We're talking about things that you can't see.
It smells like Fruity
things
Pebbles.
that are in the unseen.
What's it do?
Realm.
What's it supposed to do?
Interesting, there's sort of a.
I'll look it up.
You think about this.
She's like, whoa, look what I did.
There's an order. Did we lose him?
Mm-hmm.
They did that. They said it out loud. They thought that
they did that. Did you see what happened? They spoke it into words, and his magic powers made it happen. He was like, subconsciously, they don't even want me to be here. Boop, and he left.
Okay. All right, Bob will be back.
Wow, Jessica, congratulations for getting out.
Can we all just applaud for Jessica? Jessica, you deserve a very large ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. All of the chocolate crunchies.
Oh,
I got the definition of what Kids Power is supposed to do.
Okay.
It is to help inspire feelings of confidence, courage, and positivity at home, at school, or on the playground.
And this was in response to COVID-19?
Well, it came out in 2020. I remember when it came out, I was going to buy it, but I didn't.
Guys, I can't wait till the COVID-19 oil comes out.
I feel like...
Don't you think they'll come out? Yeah. They'll come out with a COVID-19 oil and they'll be like, if you get COVID, just take a bath in this little bottle of oil, but you'll need 10 of them.
They already have one. They said thieves will cure your COVID. Yeah, it is.
Christ almighty.
Does it smell like Valor? What does Valor smell like?
Valor smells very good. It's one of my favorites. I don't know how to I guess it's kind of sort of like Fruity Pebbles, but with the more of an earthy tone.
Emery, I don't think there's an oil for that, and I don't think you want to do that anyway.
I'm back.
Oh my God.
He's back, guys, everybody.
There's been something going on, and my whole screen went black.
He's spoken into power. That's what happened.
The new Mac operating system.
Obviously,
according to everything I've done. I thought I fixed it all. But anyway, go ahead. I'll be prayerful that I stay on. How's that?
Put oils on his laptop.
Yeah, so we were talking about the whole addressing the root.
Got a lot of young livers.
The whole idea of like the symptom is seen, but the root is more something that's unseen, right?
We're old
and
livers
that whole
now.
idea, if you could just talk about that even a little bit more on that integrated approach, you know, that is this have to be addressed like in a structured way, like there's a certain foundational thing that's because people sometimes wonder like why they can't heal from something. Well, but there may be some steps that are required. And is there actually like a sequence to those steps?
Yeah, it's called therapy.
Always, yes. That's the whole book. The whole book addresses that. The whole book. So
is this thing on?
So I can give it to you in a nutshell. First of all, I agree with everything you said on that. I would say get to the root of the problem. I wouldn't say it that way because then you're going to call it a problem. I would say get to the cause versus the problem. The minute we say problem, like in school, well, we're going to do these problems today. Obviously it's a bit of a problem. So I mean, exercise is different than the problem. I've got a little blemish. Anyway, so again, I'm going to mess with those kinds of words. And let's get to the cause. So the way, simply put, there's either love or less than love.
Love or less than love.
So anything less than love produces I'm going to say a reaction. There's only one action, it's love. Anything less than love is a reaction. A reaction produces cause and effect or karma or whatever somebody like to call it. We are here to love, bottom line. So whatever's going on, and if you say, I wonder why I can't heal. They can't heal because they wonder why they can't heal. I got it. And most people, I can't heal what's wrong because no one can heal what's wrong. That's in the thinking. That's in the babel virus. No, you don't heal what's wrong. You heal into the restored state of something. You get and the whole book is about how to restructure the way we approach everything. So first of all, do you get that, Tony? Does that change?
This is why
I
always love talking with you, and I know you're gonna enlighten my words at some point, and I love it, Bob.
Good, and forgive me ahead of time, but I mean, it's not a right-wrong thing. So imagine if we taught our children not to like have problems that we're gonna. Imagine if we taught them how to get strong and understanding how to do this. God, I mean, I really believe like that homeschool that's going on right now. There's a reason. Because the trajectory of our planet was way off course, most likely. That's why everybody got to stay home and put a mask on or whatever. I don't know.
I'm not 100% on that.
I mean, I do know. So what's the step is if everybody can just slow down saying, all right, I don't need to fix what's wrong. My job is to find out what my being is asking me to change.
Wow.
No matter what it is, in health challenges, financial, relationship, global,
that's terrible. I'm sorry, Amy.
The global challenge.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not going to be necessarily the one to go, well, basically.
That's absolutely not true.
I can help all of us say, look, do we believe in something coming to attack us? We've been making movies about this forever. Let's not make movies about that anymore. Mm-hmm. Let's make, in other words, what you put your attention upon, that ye become. That's a law. Is scriptural, but I don't use it like right, wrong, you're going to hell or not. No. Again, if I'm driving a car and I look off to the side of the road, I'm going to start going that way. Yes, you keep your attention on what you choose. So if everyone realizes that wherever they are
license away
is not who they are.
Apparently he drives in the direction
wherever they are is not who they are.
Yeah, and that's not great. That's perfect because that's where I was going, and you led right there. Is one of the things I talk about is the foundation of a lot of these things of this restoring is identity.
Yeah. And even with permission,
this
identity.
Okay, hold on. Did they just say that the oils are helping restore people's identities? It's helping restore identity. Like, what?
Well, that when the eye becomes dented is identity. So I look at, I ask many people,
what does
can you
that
get
mean?
closer to God? Well, yes,
I cannot.
No, you can't really, because God in you, God built you. How can you get closer?
This guy's disgusting.
All right. I want to ask you guys a question. Have any of you ever seen the movie The Love Guru? Where, because this guy's doing exactly what they do in The Love Guru, where he's like, intimacy, it's into me I see.
Right.
Am I the only person that's seen that movie?
I just don't remember it, but I remember, that he's doing that whole.
It's that sort of ridiculousness where he's like, embarrassment is just an embarrassment. And it's just like, okay. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see how many more of these he can do.
So
yes, his entire vocabulary is wordplay and word salad.
Operating system of the babel virus. We had better confuse their language. For there is not anything that, well, what does that mean? Zephaniah 3:9 says, I am that I am, will return to you, perception of separation. I am that I am, will return to the separate self, pure speech. And one translation goes on to say, where, right here, when, right now, you call upon the name of I am, or the Lord, or whatever it is, and it shall be done. That's where we are.
I can say I am, right or now. I can say God. Both of those words is totally fine. It's interchangeable.
I can and I am. Everybody say that. I can and I am. Say it again. I can and I am. All of a sudden, her body went from having all this.
Oh no, he's spoken into the world again.
Oh shoot.
And the world was like, nope, nope.
North Carolina somewhere.
The world is like, you know what our subconscious is telling us, Bob? That you're full of shit, and we're gonna keep turning you on.
Oh my God.
And then I love it because then these two are just like, oh no, what happened? Just smile. Everything will be okay.
What it reminds me of,
speak him back into existence.
Like our whole, because we had that experience too. The healing. About the right here, right now.
Yes.
Right? I mean, that is so true.
Right.
Okay, so this book was written in what?
So empty looking.
Was this written in 2018 or 2008? Is that what he said?
You tell him that, right?
I don't know when it was written, but it came out last year, I think.
Last year, okay.
But he says he's been writing this for 50 years because it's his culmination of research and experience over his 50 years as, somebody who has devoted his entire life to essential oils. So
I was just wondering how Mary wrote, why did it come to light now instead of back then?
So he is now teaching classes, and he's selling his classes for $44
are now for sale too.
Per class, and it's a group of 3 classes, and he's selling the book for $80 a piece. But the reason all of this is coming about is because he is trying to recruit people into his system, and somehow got Young Living to go along with it, I think, because that's my theory. But I know that he operates this whole coaching business, like life coaching, and teaches all of this same stuff in absorbently expensive master classes that he sells on YouTube.
Yeah.
And in Young Living recruiting calls and training calls.
Right. And the co-author, he is a Young Living, Elizabeth, if you join Young Living, you can be a distributor or just a whole, what's the deal there? It doesn't matter. It's the same account, right?
Yes. Well, when I left, yes, that's as it was. But I think they've introduced something different now.
Because he's a Young Living member. And on his website, you can buy essential oils from Young Living from his Young Living account.
Then he's a distributor. Yeah.
And he also sells his books and his courses and all of that as well on his website. But it's not affiliated at all.
I mean, if you
But
know,
he's a
I'm
distributor
sitting there
and
going,
he sells
"Just
them,
be
and
loving."
it's all over his website, and he's
It's
just
all
giving
love.
them to the
Yeah,
top
I know.
leaders.
And at least
was
last
sent out
time
to
I locked up
Diamonds
one,
just
I won't even go there.
recently.
Yeah,
And the
I was able
CEO
to get
wrote
back
the
in
forward.
much
It's
quicker
not
than
The CEO
affiliated
wrote
at
the
all.
forward, and
Please,
her
God,
best
thank
friend
you
is the
for helping me.
co-author.
Anyway.
Sorry, we didn't show up without you.
And I'll tell you, so what we were talking about while you were out just for a
Yeah,
second.
well, I was away on vacation. Yeah.
What we were commenting on was it was perfect what you were talking about, because we've had that own personal experience with that. Whereas there was a time when we felt, and Colette was suffering from some significant things over a long period of time, some chronic kind of issues. And what was able to restore her was that phrase, and you
I'm
almost
not
said
sure
it,
if
it
they're
was
being
right here,
incredibly
right
vague
now.
to avoid health claims or privacy.
And I mean, I got duckies. I mean, I call it energy, whatever. And the point is that our Creator is right here, right now. Like Scripture, it says, "Before you have asked, I have answered."
Are duckies
Ooh.
goosebumps?
Quantum physics. The moment we're aware of something, it's in our field, FIELD, or phonetically FEELED, like feeling. So again, if everybody goes, look, if somebody wants money,
FEELD,
if you take it into wealth, they want money, they're saying, universe, I desire it without ever having it. And Scripture says, the Lord, the law is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay. So we came here to own that every word we speak is already done. Before you have
I think
asked,
his credentials are all self-imposed.
And we have to ask. Like Charnel went from doing everything for months.
Let me find his
everything right, but she hadn't walked I can and I am. The book is all about how to state what's returned, and the word becomes flesh. Decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you. So to me, the whole thing that we're about now is
ridiculous. What
do we choose? Choose it, claim it, and then imagine from it. Scripture says it this way. It says, ask. When you pray, it says, when you pray, ask, call, imagine.
And Mary is talking about the book in the newsletter and telling people to read it.
I used to think believing was a mental attitude.
And anybody in
the
Young
word
Living
believe
who
means
isn't
to be
successful,
alive
maybe,
in.
well, did you read the book? Could be
and
the
way to
next
do that is to feel the me self, the meaning in each word deeply enough.
Did you buy the $80
book? So again, for me, this book, our book coming out, is all about using these various steps to have that person mean what they say, and to whatever's up, love it. If you hate it, you're going to have more of it. If you resist it, it's going to become your prison. So whatever's up, whether it's an issue, problem.
Yes, don't forget. Oh, again, spoken into the void. I feel like our words have so much power and are really giving him.
He's here now.
He's here with us.
I just actually feel really bad for the Young Living community that's
This is fun. We should do this every Saturday.
deeply religious. Feels like kind of a slap in the face to them.
Christmas tree back there.
I would imagine.
I wonder what my old upline is thinking of this.
I don't know where we are. It's so enjoyable talking.
It just seems really contradictory to more traditional beliefs that I seem to go more with Young Living. So
I agree.
To find out what you're all talking about.
You know, he should speak into the universe, having better Wi-Fi connection.
You're here. You were not.
You wouldn't see it.
I feel like if
This
yours
is so
was
funny.
like, if I could just get some better Wi-Fi,
This
then
one
he
is
would
like,
stop.
that's
it's your
pretty funny.
vibration in alignment with your Wi-Fi.
I love.
Yeah.
First of all, I
align
love
your vibration with your
love-
Wi-Fi's vibration. I mean, it's so obvious.
I appreciate
Anyone who's taken your courses could have figured that out in
where
2
you
seconds.
are and
Why can't
what I
you?
hear from you. Got it? I mean, it seems like we're
He
all
needs to
close
find the
this.
right oil
I'm
to
just
pour
been
on his
building the
router.
Exact.
Oh my God, yeah.
Exact.
So you take a little bit of
Every decree
peppermint
that I
for
put in here
communication,
has worked.
and you just dab it, and then you
Everyone
just
has
rub
worked.
it in a
And
counterclockwise
it's not just
motion
theoretical, conceptual,
along
like with
the
with
edge
Charnel,
of
when she
your
had that
router.
issue. I knew right away it was going to work.
And some
slowly.
frankincense
Because it
for
works. And so she
grounding.
was like, yeah, whatever.
Perfect.
And
One
she's in the
drop
game.
peppermint, one drop
So this
frankincense.
is where it's imperative we
rub
have
like
teams
this,
ready to help each other.
infuse,
To somebody can have it, their
and
issue
then
up, and somebody else can guide them, because the
counterclockwise
body
in
will
a
tell all
clockwise
kinds of
motion.
stuff.
It's
Like
difficult.
somebody reaches back here, they're going, oh, I'm relieving fight or flight into thriving. And if they, like a blessing that's bestowed, like, ask and you shall receive.
See?
That's always instantaneous.
That's
There's no
all I'm
delay to
saying.
spirit. Never, ever.
Manifest
So
that
if I say,
fiber
please God,
optic.
give
You know
me,
what I'm saying?
thank you. That's a prayer. Please give me as a petition or beg. It's not a prayer. Please and thank you. The minute we say thank you and mean it, it was delivered. It's delivered in the invisible.
Amazing point.
And to
Stacey.
get it from the unseen
Amazing
into
point.
the seen, we have to walk in
All the
faith. I
same.
walk by faith, not by needing to see it.
And they will change it.
So the whole
and
book
flip
is all
it
about,
and
all right,
rebrand
I
it
am this, I
in a few
have
more
that,
years
and
to
now
get all
that
the
I
new
have it, what's
suckers
new
to
and
join.
different, and it's the steps of these things to
all of the people that
basically
are
go through the open door that no man can
all the
shut
victims.
into our victorious
Yeah.
life. But it's not going to be improving.
Not to call them
It's not going to
suckers,
be
you know.
getting
It's an
over what's
affectionate
wrong. It's
term.
going to be
We're all
restoring
suckers.
something glorious in our life.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's
We
funny.
should
I
manifest
can
like
realize I'm
She-Ra.
speaking short. Going. I wonder how long I get this time.
Blue tansy, because I feel like it's the most expensive one.
You stay. Say I
So probably-
stay.
The most expensive one is Rose.
Oh, Rose is the
stay.
most
I
expensive
stay.
one.
And my screen
think
stays
so.
colorful and moving. And
Is it
that's
Rose
awesome.
Absolute?
I don't know.
I got Rose Absolute for like
appreciate how in
$4
the
at Whole
book,
Foods.
You give, like, your book is not a lot of talk, blah, blah, blah theory. Your book is very practical. It's
Yeah.
almost written in bullet points, and your conscious language book is the same thing. So I say to people, don't worry, you don't have to become an expert in this thing. Open a book and
The
read a
language of the
page,
universe
right?
is modern English, yes.
I used to say it this way, now I say it this way.
Modern
And
English.
and
With
this
slang.
book really pulls together, I think, all of your resources. So I have a book on conscious language. I have sacred
Woo-hoo.
body translations. I have
Woo!
all the theory CDs.
Wait, we gotta pause this.
Yay!
We gotta do a little party. That's incredible. Her entire team.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. Wow, I'm so happy for every one of them.
How?
amazing.
Wow. I would love to know more about that.
Wow, that's incredible. Tell them
Congratulations.
that we send our love and support, and we are so proud and excited for them.
Gathered, you really pulled together all of this in a very step-by-step fashion so you can implement it without
Yep.
Rose
And get
on
right
Melissa.
to it.
Okay.
I mean, that's another one that, having been through a life challenge with my partner, I'm going, I know what this feels like. Somebody, I'm not going to give you a bunch of fluff, but right here, get fat and work it. And let's, move right through it. I mean, come on. I mean, what
reminds
Gary
me in
passed
Greece
from, what my wife passed
of like
from,
the lady
is
who's like
translatable. Not that wasn't meant to happen,
in the movie.
but it's translatable. And that's
Horny.
tough stuff. I'm going, that's one. Why did I do it? Because we deserve it.
Poof.
be back.
Poof.
He stays.
Oh my
us.
God.
He always says to me, like when I'm trying to avoid an emotion, he says to me, Colette, say I stay.
What?
He did him because I said stay, I stay.
And while we're waiting for him to reappear
what?
again, he's talking about Dr. Chanel, but we've also been to his, it was Massachusetts or New Hampshire? I forget exactly which location it was.
It was New Hampshire.
Was it New Hampshire? I think it was right across the border, actually. It's pretty close. But,
Just get to the point.
Yeah, we saw a lot of this in action too, and it's fantastic. The release, the restoration.
Emma with the poof every time.
Yeah, I highly recommend doing coaching with him. I've done the bio-optic eye thing with him and doing coaching. And at the end of the book, he lists a whole bunch of folks who are coaches in this. I'm telling them about the end of the book where there are coaches that work with
Should
Bob
be terrified of the
Mastery
words you
Systems
hear.
in this whole program and their
the devil in
contact
disguise.
information. So you can read those summaries of those folks and their testimonies, their stories, and you can contact them and work with them as coaches. I assume. I'm going to clarify that with Bob, but that was at the end of the book. Some folks are asking, Amy had asked, does the book tell those stories? I don't know.
Oh, we have a whole bunch of testimonials in the book. So yes, that's in there. I kept my
Absolutely.
video off just in case that's going to make a difference, So, like, who knows? But anyway, so
I mean,
yeah,
and that's
there's a
absolutely what
number
it
of
is,
here's
Emma.
how this works
He's
by
just
people telling their
vibes
stories.
like
And Charnel's is in
such
there,
a
by the
like
way.
a
So,
faster, higher frequency than everybody.
we actually recorded it and then we
that the
transcribed it
Wi-Fi
just because it
has
was
a really
easier than her
hard
typing
time
it for her
like
schedule. So
vibing with him.
there's some amazing,
And that's what keeps happening.
What I love about it is, like you said, you don't have to. You can find something very quickly and begin the metamorphosis or the transformation of what it potentially is and what strength is
That's
returning.
incredible, Hannah. Please.
And I really love the idea that, all right, I
support
don't have to fight
for
what's
sure.
wrong, no matter what modality. And I'm always going to say use the best. There's a series of steps to go through. And the reason I use Young Living in it, because the Young Living, again, will
it's gotta be true,
raise, like if anybody gets an oil out, that oil is moving up. I'm talking with the hands as if you guys can see me. It's pretty funny. But anyway, that oil is moving up.
It's
up,
ethereal.
up.
The oil
and
is
I'm saying to
ethereal.
everyone, keep following that raising of every oil or blend or whatever it is into what it's actually, that sunlight is raising us back to some version of sunlight. And so it has changed. Again, I learned that in the book, the portion in there right before the Young Living section by Marian Jager, I go through and share what I learned. It is absolutely phenomenal. At 20 some years old, what I got about essential oils.
I can't find any info on this Marian Jager person anywhere.
So what do you recommend? One question I get a lot.
I did find a Marian Jager that I think like works at like the Dollar Tree or something.
A lot of what you're talking about has to do with connecting the thought and the belief with the feeling. Like you can't skip the feeling step. And so I get that a lot where folks say, well, how do I feel the feeling? Like how do I connect that? Like what would you recommend for that?
Well, so first of all, I would have everybody go the feeling, and I would have them say the feeling and then say my feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it feels, I feel, the money, my money.
That this man
so we're going to go from
disassociated,
oil is this, that, these, them, they, those,
of
it,
the
the,
marriage
and
of the earth
into
and the sun
personal
through
my,
photosynthesis.
So that's the first one. And second of all, a lot of people choose to know what they feel. You can't know what you feel. You know, that's the whole crux to this babel virus is right, wrong, right, wrong. There's no right or wrong to anything. I mean, I'm not saying do crazy stuff. I'm simply saying love. I'd rather create with love than be right. Any parent most likely at some point goes, look, I'm either going to have my kid or I'm going to be right. One or the other. In other words, love is way more important than being right. So how do I help people feel? Like, the language
itself. One of my
itself.
favorite pastimes.
I feel.
Interesting.
I give myself permission to feel. And again, most people, I don't feel. Well, yes, you do. How do you feel that you don't feel? Well, pissed or angry or, well, then you have an energy that you can feel. So most people just have to go from it to I.
What?
Or the to my. And again, that's where languaging is still connecting versus disassociation.
But the and my aren't even connected.
Do you want me to share your book quickly? Do you want me
they
to
don't
share
even have the same
that's
letters
my concern
in them.
is I have a feeling it won't show because whatever's up with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been doing all kinds of research on why, because I've only done like 600 Zooms very effectively. Some are 2.5 hours long. And this just started with an update that my operating system did. And I have a feeling they're going,
couldn't be his fault. It's not an operator error.
So
definitely
at some point, I'm happy to do that. And at this point, look, I think
600 Zooms. That's
my video being
he's
off.
a Zoom
2 hours each. That's like 1,200 hours.
He has 1,200 Zoom hours under his belt. He is
sure.
I mean, it's a.
So it's got to be the operating system
almost
because it couldn't be him. He's got 1,200 hours under his belt.
Rebuilt the entire. You've seen it. The entire Sacred Body Language translation. And
she's taking notes.
Obviously,
she recorded it. Sometimes when I take notes when I do podcast interviews, I was like, "Why am I taking notes?" I'm literally going to listen to this again when I edit it.
And so it's not iridology.
I'll take notes then, and I'll pay attention now.
What? Where I started 50 years.
If this guy has 1,200 hours into Zoom on this, you'd think he'd invest into faster internet. I mean, like for when you're doing that, get a dedicated line.
Feel the meaning in each word.
Well, and here's the thing.
In our eyes change.
He hasn't spoke.
And that
the existence of better Wi-Fi into the universe
it's
yet.
nice to have somebody who's
and
in
he
the
has not done the essential oil rub down of the router. So, I mean, those are two things I think you could try. And then if that doesn't work, maybe unplugging it and plugging it back in might work.
Soon. That's all I can say. And
I'm just trying to offer solutions that have helped in the past.
To it and changing Vonn out from the forward to.
Have you tried rubbing oil on it?
As one of the co-authors of
you tried
Young Living portion.
Applying the oil
and we have a new person, which I'm going to leave it at that. Who may be writing the forward and.
I don't know, but he should share.
That person is reading the book.
Literally
just because we'll see. I mean,
it's the 5D, y'all. That's what it is.
But I'm not going to confirm. Only it's my highest choice. I'll put it that way. And it's definitely my highest choice.
I'm so sorry, Avery. You're absolutely correct. It's never a rub. it is a slight dab.
Yeah. So Amy, yes, there are lots of stories in here.
A lot. Yes.
She said, "Do you have a way to get pictures of our eyes to you for your coaching to do the remote readings?"
What?
Well,
What did they just say?
I missed it. I was reading the comment.
I know.
She said, "How can we get pictures of our eyes to you so that you can do readings on them for us?"
Oh my!
I know. Let's put the oils in our eyes. That'll be great.
This guy has like, I'm sorry, this guy has delusions of grandeur. Like this guy is.
The straw's just not cutting it, you guys. It's just not working. Oh my god. I'm not a drinker, but Bob. I don't know, man. Yeah, let's go back just a second so you can hear what I just heard, because it's amazing.
Yeah. So Amy, yes, there are lots of stories in here.
a lot. Yes.
She said, "Do you have a way to get pictures of our eyes to you for your coaching to do the remote readings?"
Well, yes, it depends on where they live, and they can contact, masterysystems.com or get a hold of my office. So just support at masterysystems.
Me being like this.
.com is the best place. Support at masterysystems.com, and we can let people know where our team who have our bio-opticalography cameras are.
Oh, that's good to know.
And we have probably 30 people
Our
out there that have our
bio-optical
camera
cameras
right now
can
that
take better photos.
Taking
works.
pictures of your
And even
eyeball.
Adam, who's here now, his camera,
Download
he
our
goes back
app.
to
It
Utah.
has a biometrical optical
Yeah, because he was off campus for 2 years or something like that. He's back on campus. He just got here yesterday, so we've been doing a lot. Yeah. I'll say hey, because but he has his camera, and so on the way home, if somebody goes,
Not what I thought I'd be doing on a Friday evening, just throwing that out there.
And he does that quite a bit, and it's very effective. So it's like you stop
Your
at the gas station.
aura is
and
like
you
red and orange, like
you
a
have to figure out a
sunset.
place to do it. Otherwise, sit up in the parking lot and click. Anyway, it's fine.
Okay, that was a great question, Amy. Thank you.
That was a great question, Amy. Thank you so much. I haven't laughed that hard since earlier today.
Oh yeah. Plus, it's anyway. Yes, it's. Let's just say that if I could have anything, everyone like commits to something. It's an iPhoto. Like right now, we're doing a 10-day training.
Homework. That's our weekend homework. I want to see those iPhotos, everybody.
At the end, photo, and then I do a session and show them the changes that have happened. And I mean, when some people see what's available in the transformation of the structure of our eye, sclera, pupil, whatever, all that stuff together.
Hold up.
It's a confirmation.
If your eye changes that much, go to an eye doctor. Like the structure of your eye should not change.
No, Elizabeth, see that you don't understand. That's the vibration frequency of the oil.
No.
If your eye is less globular and is more like an egg, you're using the wrong oil. The vibration is vibrating it more ovular, and it's becoming like an egg. You need to get back into the right oil to keep the membrane of the eye in a circle. So clearly you need to send him a picture of your eye. He can diagnose this on his app in like a second, and then you'll know what oil to use. And it's probably Frank. Let's be honest, it's probably Frank.
It looks like a brain tumor.
I mean, guess is I've actually ran into Adam at
globular.
the Living Convention.
Oh yeah.
That folks go there when we open up again. He would do it there.
Yes, absolutely.
Gary Young blood test.
Awesome.
A great choice. That is a great choice.
That's great. And where you're up in?
FYI, I'm not the Amy in the video.
Oh yeah, so I used to live in Annapolis.
Are you so sure?
Yeah.
This was a year ago.
I used to be an Annapolitan East Puerto Rican. So I lived in Eastport in Annapolis, just so you know. So that's where my wife lived.
Did he say he was East Puerto Rican?
Yeah, during
he's
our
from Eastport,
Massachusetts. We were talking about we were with you up in New Hampshire.
East Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where Amy is. She wants you to come back to New Hampshire.
Cool, yeah. And again,
New Hampshire.
It's been tricky not traveling.
The winters
Adam
are
and I talked
beautiful.
about this last night after he got here. It's like, I mean, some of our tours were 3 months long, 17,000 miles. And I mean, I love being with people. I love watching transformation. Of course, thank goodness I just put in our fiber optic here. And so our online university piece was already built, in place, and operational and scheduled before COVID.
My favorite oil is
so God had a plan.
Fiber optic, you still can't have good internet.
In fact, I love Zoom.
But I mean, if Essence of Robert is
so I
oil,
can see 49 people one
and
time.
essential oils are the essence of the marriage of the earth and the sun through photosynthesis.
If I'm looking to my right, I can't see what's going on to my left.
Well,
here I can see everybody all at once. And so somebody digging and scratching, I go, and those didn't talk about that.
It's the marriage of the earth and the sun.
Are you doing? Go ahead.
So I was going to say, so that's a great.
There is an oil called Gary's Light.
You know, if you're on a Zoom with 30 people, how do you keep yourself trying to monitor and realize everything everyone's doing like at one time?
Well, the key phrase is trying.
We are almost done. We're almost done.
Sorry, and I don't even want to talk about analyze because it also can be spoken in another way. So, so for me, I just let my God show me whatever's up. You know, and I learned about reading eyes. I just let the eye talk to me.
Do you like to travel through doors?
And again, I'm not looking at it right now. I'm waiting. People are telling stories.
That means you like to.
They're going, yo, over here, over here, over here. So I really, honestly see. You know, people have an issue like whatever. It could be lack, could be physical, mental, emotional. I don't see it the same way as a problem. I see it as a strength knocking on the door, waiting for permission to happen. And I mean, I'm not just doing that to be positive. That's a fact for me now. Our greatest weakness shall be our greatest strength. So I see strengths and strengths becoming.
Cheese?
So when I see someone, I don't just read it and hold it. I say something.
Hot wings are my greatest
weakness.
Fully
present and
I'm going to now
not translate
make them my greatest strength.
And but again, I love that I can see 49 people at one time because it's very fun.
Right,
tacos and hot wings. Those are my weaknesses.
It's a choice to be with them in person, but
I can't wait to make them.
Do you feel like it's just as effective? You're noticing the same things.
Oh no! He pooped again. He pooped, and I don't have a poop. I don't have a poop. But I'll go back with the old poof of Emma's. Old poof.
There we go.
Yep. Yes. What is their goddamn excuse for that?
Again, the vibrancy and the vibing nature of the vibrations. The vibration. There's the new one. Apparently it's not your video, Bob, so yep, bring your face on back. There we go. Bring your face on back. Bring your face on back.
So, just as effective, I'm still laughing.
He's so angry. He's like, God.
Because more effective. And I mean that with all sincerity and gratitude to God, really.
Like a more pink color.
I've been able to be with so many more people in this year, basically. Because travel, all the other stuff. I mean, I'm doing extraordinarily deep dive training with people that I wouldn't have had a way to do before.
Mm.
So, I mean, my coaches, in-house coaches, I've been able to give them what would have normally been 1,000 times more expensive because we can do it right from home. An hour and a half of deep interaction and personal experience.
That's a value. You're saving 1,000%.
Which is very nice. And anyway, so I can continue to do that with them. So I actually, at this stage, I'm going, this is, for me, worldwide. I can work with people all over the world at the same time. So
there's so many things you can do as a master of manipulation.
Right now, to give the basics to people, have them become masterful before we're together, that's available now and happening.
So how do folks sign up for that? How do they access
Oh my God.
Master Systems.
Oh my God, how do we sign up?
Or mastersystem.com.
How do we sign up for the $1,000?
Yeah, email support.
It's only $1,000. How do we join?
Is our
we do have a Zoom, which is totally secure. The alignment is perfect.
Online,
I never drop out.
What I call a kahuna package. It just means big, whatever, King Kahuna, whatever.
The kahuna
but we have a
package.
kahuna package for
goes with this Hawaiian shirt,
bio-optic holography, and life upgrade coaching. That's all live online.
He lives.
So in other words, I mean, I can give many people when they get a lot of videos. Some people watch them, some don't. So I'm going.
He's got
start
Toby Keith
with finding
Jimmy
out what's
Buffett
really in this,
repeat.
and so I deep dive and again support at mastersystem.com or Adam at mastersystem.com. And since he's been through it all for years, he can go. Well, and guide them into a package that works for them.
He's so chill.
Great. That's good to know because
It's
folks
the oils. I mean, that's what
love
it is.
your book, and then
It's chilling.
some folks will want more. A lot of folks will want more.
Yeah, and
Everybody's
especially
gonna want so
now.
much more when they see this.
Or they're just gonna leave you living.
I didn't realize he was having the as many coaching programs.
Hi, Karina.
So,
Smell a kahuna.
I got the special.
Oh my
cord.
God.
Emma, you're hilarious.
Working. We're plugged directly into the rack.
It's so funny because she's like, haha, more technical difficulties.
What do we do? Let's just keep selling
She's
his.
like, I don't know what to talk about if I'm not asking questions about this book. Big kahunas.
Thank you for your patience. It's so funny.
See
Right
how
in the
he's
middle,
more
it's
red
like,
every time?
No, a black screen. This is the first ever. And I've probably done 600 Zooms.
600 now.
Yeah.
Oh, he said
Sorry,
600
it's
before
like,
too.
all right,
Same.
whatever's
Still checks
up,
out.
dear God.
I can't
I'm
believe he
ready
didn't
for
change his
something
number.
different. Thank you very much.
600.
I really enjoyed being with both of you. Thank you so much for.
You're very, very welcome. We really.
like, this
we
is
really
the
love
last
you.
time
We
I'll be
care
coming
about
back.
you. It's been a pleasure to talk with you.
I've really
Yeah,
enjoyed
and you had a huge
It's been
impact on all that
incredibly
we're doing,
enjoyable.
and just it, again, like I said, it just supports in a great way.
So
and
he connected with this person and she has 25 subscribers.
It's so
How
encouraging.
did that happen?
That we love being with you. And we love your stuff.
This person
Awesome.
only has
Well,
25
this is way
subscribers.
beyond the
Like,
first
how
time
did he
we
get
met.
connected
How's
with
that?
these
If, you know,
people?
connecting, if you know what I mean. So this
Well,
is
he's that
maybe you
big.
met
Thank
him
you
on
all, and thanks
Zoom.
everybody that's been on. Thank you all so much, and I apologize for the black screen that showed up on my end anyway.
Well, tell us what that means,
Awesome.
right? Like, what
All
does
right.
that
Well,
mean?
you have a great day.
Tell us,
And
Bob.
Great to
we'll
see
be
you,
in
Bob.
touch.
All right, great. We got to do it. Yay, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so
Oh,
what
dude.
was that, right? That's wild. That was real
Wow.
life. That just happened. I made a bunch of banners because here's the thing, like, I looked this guy up and I looked up Marcella Vonn Harting and all of these people that are involved in this book. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. Marcella Vonn Harting, we've got this, like, internationally recognized author, speaker, facilitator, entrepreneur, involved with network multi-level marketing since the 1980s. So as soon as it was legal,
Okay.
she was there. She's lectured. I've got all these other slides. Like, she's lectured all over the world. She combines nutrition and conscious communications with face and body language into her dynamic presentations to assist people in creating the life of their heart's desires and dreams. Like this, and here's the thing, like, I didn't write that. I copy pasted it from her bio on her own website. So, I don't know who said that. This one is still going across the stream because it's like literally word salad. Here's the next one that she is. Just so that we have this prosperity for the upload, for the replay. She has a certification. She has a certification in nutrition, iridology, Reiki.
That's the eyeball thing.
Oh, okay, that's the eyeball thing.
That's the
So she can
eyeball
look
thing.
at eyeballs and be like, it's a good eyeball. Reiki, international aromatherapy through PIA. What is that, like something Institute of Aromatherapy, maybe? Master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, master practitioner of hypnotherapy, PhD in psychoneurology and integrated medicine, etc., etc.
Ooh, a Tony Robbins person.
Digital delivery event leader. As a personal trainer, Marcella Vonn is an inspirational mentor and coach in manifesting and teaching how to achieve one's divine purpose with grace and ease and fun. Don't forget the fun. Wouldn't be an MLM without the fun. Right? And also these are some of the books that she's written. These are the other books she's written, aside from this one that she's reading, My Words Made Flesh, aside from being a part of that. She's also written the book, Yes, No, Maybe Chronobiotic Nutrition, Guerrilla Multi-Level Marketing, Live with Your Pet in Mind, and Aroma Infant. So
Wow.
fun. Mm-hmm. In network marketing, she has demonstrated how creating a residual abundant income centered in health and wealth can empower balance and purpose in one's life. Marcella Vonn is an inspirational mentor in manifesting. She is an inspirational mentor in manifesting and teaching how to achieve one's divine purpose with grace and ease and fun.
Grace and ease and fun.
Again, so much grace and ease and fun. It's all about grace and ease and fun. If it's not fun and it's not easy, what are we even doing anymore?
Well, then you grab an oil to make it fun.
Well, then I didn't know what chronobionic meant, because that's a word I've literally never heard. So I looked that up. And chronobionic is an agent that can cause phase adjustment in the body clock. So like, flying to the other side of the country is a chronobionic effect of jet lag is chronobionic. But apparently, like, taking things like melatonin or different oils can affect your internal clock, and that's essentially what that is. Desynchronized short-term dissociation circadian rhythms in mammals. Does anybody need any ranch while I continue this word salad? Prophylactically preventing their disruption following an environmental insult such as is caused by rapid travel across several time zones. I literally copy and pasted this from her bio and her website. And I think this is actually just from this is copy pasted from like Wikipedia. But what, again, see, like, this is just what chronobionic meaning is, what it means, because she has a book that is called Yes, No, Maybe Chronobionic Nutrition. And I was curious what chronobionic nutrition was, and it's eating things and nourishing your body with things that can disrupt your circadian rhythms. I didn't even know that was a thing. I learn something new every day.
Neither did I. I'm trained in nutrition, and I've never heard of that.
So she wants you?
Maybe you should take this course then.
I guess so.
Maybe you should read her book.
So she wants you to disrupt your circadian rhythm?
Yes.
It sounds like something you shouldn't do.
For power. For manifestation and wealth and all of the things you need.
This is a lot.
Yeah. So Marcella Vonn Harting has achieved the rank of Crown Royal Diamond and Young Living Essential Oils. Oils. This is a monumental achievement. It's monumental, you guys. It's the highest rank you could possibly ever get in the entire company, and like only like 0.000.800. Even make it. So you should be like so special to know me. It is the highest level that a distributor in Young Living can ever even achieve in the competition.
Damn!
So
I just got so excited about
this. This makes her the top leader and top distributor in Young Living essential oils. And she's also Mary Young's bestie.
Of course.
So that's that thing, right? We just wanted to show you who these people were. And then the dude that we listened to, Mr. Potato Head, for the past hour, Robert Tennyson Stevens, founder and CEO of Mastery Systems. He's a masterful facilitator of individuals and organizations that choose to transform their lives into healthy, creative, loving, and fulfilling experiences. But if you do not fit into that, he wants nothing to do with you. Okay? Participants in Robert classes receive highly effective, fast-acting tools. Okay? It's quick. All right? When nobody's waiting around for like nothing to happen. It's fast-acting. For immediate replication of their their daily lives. All right? Immediate. It's immediate, you guys. Like, you will see immediate results. So,
in a blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye. Blink of an eye, you can send him a picture of your eye and he'll send it even faster. If you send him a blink of your actual eye, he can diagnose you in a second. So replication in your daily lives as well as application in our health, business, education, and other professional arenas. I feel like that
checks out.
It's invaluable, right?
Checks out.
Invaluable. Yeah. Checks out. Robert's compassionate nature combined with his humorous, we just watched him for an hour and a half. I mean, we were laughing so much. I almost spit my drink out several times. So interactive presentation style, making learning fun and easy. Again, fun and easy.
Ease.
Mastery Systems curriculum sets forth a step-by-step upgrade system for individuals, organizations, and families committed to improving their life experiences.
So like Scientology, like spend more money and like upgrade your life.
But with oils.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a whole nother level, right? So like here's Scientology and like here's Young Living. You know
so much better.
Like it's just one step farther. That's that's where you really get the good stuff. And then he's talking about this like Jaeger person, right? Like she's my mentor. She's passed. I tried to find information for her. I cannot find her anywhere. Like she literally doesn't exist. She has passed away according to him. But again, I have no records of that. I looked for a good couple hours today and I was like, I'm wasting my time, which is why there was not slides for the second half of the presentation. But these are the things that this woman believes and are his core beliefs as well. And we'll go through them really quick because I know everybody has better things to do than this. So, number 1, essential oils is the essence of the marriage of the earth and the sun through photosynthesis. Right? I don't know what that means. But apparently the earth and the sun are in a monogamous relationship. And the essence of that is essential oil.
Ugh.
Which makes me not really want to put it on me anymore. The human body is made up of many bodies, not just physical. So it's like, this is like Scientology, Thetan sort of stuff, that you've got all these bodies inside of you just hanging out, waiting for you to tell them what to do. Thought forms attached to different parts of the body. This is my elbow of fear. I try not to show it often because it's really...
This is my
really,
shoulder of
it's
burden.
triggering. Oh, yeah. I carry a lot of my own personal shame.
In the neck.
Right here on this side. In the armpit lymph node is where I carry most of my shame. Thought forms have short-circuited our best efforts. We've tried so hard, but our thought forms are little robots and they just don't want us to be happy. So the oils that we take will protect us from all kinds of friction, right? All friction. So think of your like body as like an engine of a car, and when you put oil in it, it keeps it nice and lubricated so you don't get that friction. So oil for your whole life, oil, drink it, wear it, bathe in it, oil dump it. If you got half a bottle, just pour it on your head and buy a new one.
Lube it up.
Especially if you need to hit your PV. That's the best time to do it.
Of course.
Number 5, oils protect from all kinds of friction.
Before the 15th of the month.
Lube
it up before the 15th, yeah.
Oil dump before the 15th. If nothing else, if the only piece of advice I can give you is oil dump before the 15th, that's what it is. Mechanical, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So if you're feeling some like seizing in your spiritual life, you should probably lube it up with some essential oils.
If your car breaks down, put essential oils in your engine.
Yeah, a couple drops of like myrrh in your car is like, and then you're driving and you're like, oh, it's so, I don't even need air fresheners. Scentsy car circle, what is that? That you don't even need that anymore. If you put essential oils in your actual oil, then it's like an instant car freshener.
Right,
exactly.
I mean, it's like people,
leave it up.
Roberta and more valuable life advice. I should start a series. Oils keep the parts from rubbing against each other, right? So it's like, wow, but if you put oil, then it's like, you know what I mean? So that's a fact. Here we go. The barriers or the doors or your chakras, that's not a Christian word, have 7 major openings which connect to the endocrine system. So you have 7 chakras. That's in that belief, that's absolutely true. Why it's here in a Mormon and Christian based, I have no idea. But let's introduce chakras. Chakras are transformers, like electricity or robots.
He's just picking the best.
They can be cars or whatever.
Little tradition that he wants. He's like, let me get some from the Hindu yogic tradition. Let me get some from craft. Let me get
Absolutely. Let's take a little bit from 1980s cartoons. You know, like here we go. Megatron, is that you? I don't know. Maybe. Number 9, chakras, the gates of feelings. Okay, let's know that a chakra is the gate to my feelings. So if my chakra's closed, it's because like I don't want to feel that way with you, and they're the only port of entry or exit through our thought forms. So our thoughts and our feelings can only go and come through the chakra doors. So again, oil them up, open them up for you, so that you can enjoy that. Number 10, reactive patterns make prison doors of our chakras, right? So our doors, now if we're reactive to things, now we're putting a lock, right? We're locking it up. We're locking it. It's a prison now. We're in prison now. So now you have to loosen the hinges because the door's not going to open. You're going to have to loosen those hinges. So you're going to have to take the doors off the hinges to get out of your prison. And you don't even want to get there because that's a lot more work than just lubing up the door in the first place. All right. Number 11, oils open the gates. Okay, the gates, they're open now. The gates are open, and the energy centers and the chakras of our bodies are only open from the inside. So you're going to have to drink the oil. So the only way the oil can get in is if you drink it, and then the oil can help penetrate from the outside to open our chakras, because you can only open them from the inside.
By creating
It's
an
a lot of
ulcer in your
information. It's a lot of information. You guys, this will be posted. You can take notes on the replay. I want you to pay attention right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here we go, number 12. Resentment, jealousy, anger, fear, guilt, blame, shame, or just whatever, okay? Like anything that I didn't say encompasses in the whatever. So if you're going to say, but what about this? That goes in the whatever, and that takes care of that. Those are thought forms. Number 13. I don't think we need to, I think we all know what thought forms are. We've already covered it. Moving on. Number 13, the most sainted of us, okay? The most pure of thought, faith, love, all of us, the ones that are the best of us, that's what that means. The sainted ones. We have hidden prides, pleasures, fears, and thought forms, okay? We have them. Keep them down. Trade them in for good.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I cannot. Anyway, number 14. There's no script here, Siri, sorry. Number 14, we require the good energy of the redeemed, the unlocked, and the blocks taken out. Do you understand? I think you do. Moving on, number 15. We have created these blocks so we can remove them. We can. Absolutely. Are you feeling faith manipulated yet? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen if you're feeling a little faith manipulation?
Amen.
Can I get an amen in the chat? Can I get one? Number 16. Oils help release us quickly. It's a quick release. It's a Louis quick release. It's a quick release of lubrication and love. And it helps us quickly from
Don't
these
say that ever again, please.
Wow.
Don't watch the replay. It helps us quickly from our old thought forms, our patterns, and our habits of thought. You guys, it helps us release quickly. I'm going to check out. We got some amens in here. We got some amens. Here we go.
Yeah. Woo!
All right, number 17. Oils will polarize and reverse the vortex of thought forms and physical conditions from the negative to the positive. So, like a whirlwind. Again, copy paste on this. Copy paste. Like a whirlwind or a whirlpool. They will disappear.
Spelling?
Whirl. Let me enjoy some wheat thins in my whirlpool. The oils help the thought forms cease to spin counterclockwise. You see when I mentioned when I rub in a counterclockwise motion while moving clockwise? That also here helps the thought reform cease to spin. Okay, so what I said earlier connects here. I thought I was bullshitting. Apparently I was right on the money. It will help them cease to exist and thus will restore the newly qualified energy with creativity and love. You're welcome. Number 19. No time for questions. No time for questions. We're almost done. Quickly. There's only like 7 more.
Oh, gosh.
The oils are volatile and move freely in the unseen, firmer bodies or the aura. Like I said earlier, your aura is like an orange and a red like a sunset. Here we go. Jesus taught the use of the oils to the disciples, not to the masses. So please only share this video with people who you think are pure of love and truth. Thank you. Number 21, the influence of odors upon the finer bodies have been a guarded temple secret down through the ages. So I don't know what that means, but oils smell nice and will counteract those odors. So buy more oil. Number 22, essential oils are anesthetizes to the intellect.
Is that English?
Which can be a barrier to belief. So maybe we're not supposed to use oils. I'm not sure what this one means. Is it saying that it's going to like anesthetize our brain? And that would create a barrier to the true belief?
Like numbs your intellect, and that needs to be numbed so that you can believe.
Oh my God, Jamie, I'm so happy that you're here to explain that. Your expertise is incredibly invaluable. Thank you. Poor Elizabeth. She's like, oh my God.
This is a lot, man.
It's all on the It's all on the website. It's all on the website. If anybody just wants to read it independently, you're more than welcome to do that as well. This is all on the website. Like I said, copy paste. 23. The function of oils is to raise the frequency or the vibratory rate of slow, dead, heavy, or negative thought forms. So here is the resurrection portion of the program. These oils will resurrect your thought forms so that you can work through them. Who needs therapy when you have essential oils? Number 24, oils will synchronize the rate of vibration with health and positivity. That's what we're all about, positivity here, right? So dismiss it, and it will help dismiss any negative thought forms. So please rub it all over your face, whichever one smells the best to you. You don't need to dilute it because diluting is going to make it less effective. So just as much as you can. If it's dripping, that's fine. Everywhere possible, it will dismiss the negativity inside of you. Thank you so much. Number 25.
And the burning feeling is how you know it works. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Elizabeth.
The tingling, the burning.
Absolutely.
It's a detox.
Thank you. I wasn't going to say that, but I'm glad you did. It absolutely is exactly what she said. I don't want to make any health claims as this is my channel.
No health claims.
Elizabeth is a guest and she can say what she wants because here we encourage free thought. Number 25, the oils free from condemnation or guilt. Oh, use the oils free from... Let me try that again because that is not what I said. The word, that's not what I said at all. Number 25. Like I said, there's no prep here. Use the oils free from condemnation or guilt. Don't feel guilty. I know you have like 1,000 bottles of lemon oil, but don't feel guilty. Don't ever feel guilty. With a determination to go and sin no more, to clean the old foundation before building a new beautiful life and character. I don't know what that means, but I'm moved. 26, to transmute our debts with the use of essential oils. To transmute them. And here we go. We've got a scrolling. Accept responsibility for having misused good. Isn't that what MLM does like literally every day? 2, forgive ourselves. 3, forgive each other. And number 4, ask forgiveness from those we have wronged throughout all time and space. All time and space. Like a billion-year contract of our soul. Yeah. Please go forth and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry for everything I've done. And number 27, this is the last one, and we will finish up after this. Number 27, you may experience tears, sighs, laughter, pimples, rashes, burping, etc. Those are normal. Absolutely all normal. That is the detox process. Do not worry. You are detoxing your old thought forms. As they are released and transmuted and forgiven, wow. You may see these side effects of thought transformation detox. And they are completely normal. Don't contact Young Living. Don't let them know I said this. They don't like that. And it just makes a lot of paperwork for everybody. So if you're curious, you could just go back about 10 minutes and just watch all 27 fundamental truths. Then let's not make this awkward. Okay, thank you. All right, and that's that. Let's go back to the comment section and see. The oils. Wow. Do the oils put you in debt?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. It depends. I mean, I feel like if you're in debt, it's because you asked for it, though.
Yeah, of course. You weren't thinking right.
Absolutely, Kristen. That is 100% your body detoxing. It's totally normal. If you've ever joined any MLM, you know that it's part of it. It's just part of it. You just have to get through it. And once you get through it, things are better.
I just never heard it articulated so well.
Could you mix boo and oils? If you can get some boo and you can get some oils, then absolutely, yes, you can mix them. I don't know what it'll do, but please keep us updated.
Keep your phone by you just in case you have to call 911. But you can do it.
And Jessica makes an excellent point that most likely if you do have debt because of the oils, you manifested that shit on your own. Yeah. So, it's definitely not us. I am now just the pineapple that I will eat with a fork. This was fun and ridiculous. Wow. And yeah. Well, Vanessa, I'm so sorry you missed it. Life happens and it's totally fine. That's why we post the replays. It's a hot mess express. It's all kinds of ridiculousness. But if you've got 2 hours to kill and you don't mind peeing a little, then go ahead and watch it. It's going to be a good time. Asbestos dirt, petroleum dirt. Yes. Oh, perfect. So if you guys have not had Boo and you haven't been able to get a bag, reach out to Kristen. She will help you. She has asbestos and petroleum dirt. I'm not sure how much she's charging, but it's got to be less than $125 a bag. I'm so happy that you believe that. Anyway, you guys are hilarious. I will say, for those of you that missed Trudy, we have created some storylines on the back end. And maybe Trudy will show up this weekend. I try not to spend too much time online when I have my daughter, so it's like every other weekend you might see Trudy. We met her 2 weekends ago. So maybe Trudy will do something tomorrow. I know that I did hear a little bit that she is very concerned about this Young Living thing. I hope she watches this video. I hope she watches this video and reaches out to somebody who can help her. Anyway, yeah. Yep, that's how I roll. That's what I do.
That's my whole day today.
I wish I wasn't a hot mess express, but at least I'm hot. I'm gonna take what I can get. You guys are incredible. You're amazing. Thank you so much for joining and hopping on this ridiculous last minute thing, because when I found this video, I thought we should probably talk about it. And I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for keeping this Friday light and fun. We're finishing up, Mal. We're almost done. You missed the 27 golden rules of essential oil mastery, and I'm really disappointed. I will send you an email about it. Goodbye, everybody. You're incredible. Thank you so much for all of my panelists that hopped on tonight super last minute. I appreciate all of you. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much, and we will see you maybe this weekend, and if not, I will see you next Friday morning.
Goodbye.
Bye.